Good afternoon or good morning, everybody. This is Dan Harley with another episode of Dan's Digital Moments. It's my series of live vlog casts for off-the-cuff reactions to popular technology topics. This episode is on new internet options for internet services in Spring Valley Lake, recorded on July 27th, 2021. This is a special episode for my friends and their neighbors in Spring Valley Lake, in the high desert near where I live here. The reason being, I getting a lot of calls on this here. And if you don't know who I am, I'm the Victor Valley's most popular tech guru and a go-to guy for computer internet stuff. So a lot of people come to me when stuff like this happens. And so I've been getting a lot of calls about Spectrum internet service going out in your area, especially. It's been happening. In fact, it's been something basically is suddenly going out. Also, the bill's getting pretty high. And it used to be about half as what it is. Now it's getting up there. So, and I know because I have Spectrum as well. And the problem is not just with Spring Valley Lake, but across the Victor Valley, but seem to be hitting SVL more in particular here, because you guys have a bit of a unique situation where you're at. Anyway, my issue here is I have some friends and some clients in Spring Valley Lake. One of them, I maintain their computer, and their internet keeps on going on and off all the time. So it's very difficult to do that. I've been seeing on the message boards out there that a lot of people complaining about that. So anyway, what makes Spring Valley Lake is a bit unique here is Spectrum is essentially the only high-speed ISP service available to you. So you can't really change providers, and you're stuck with very expensive and terrible service. So I've been looking for alternatives. I've been doing this for quite a long time because, frankly, my clients have been doing for many years for free to any one of my clients out there, anybody in the public too. Reason being, my clients need to be online. I'm an internet marketing, IT consultant, so they need to be online to work with me. So it's kind of it behooves to me to make sure they're able to get internet access. And Victor Valley has always been a challenge to try to find service. Some areas got plenty of several different options. Others have one or two options. And Spring Valley has especially been challenging because you guys are kind of the crown jewel of the whole high desert here, Victor Valley here, but when it comes to technology, you're seemingly in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, it's been a challenge with that. But recently, I've been kind of looking around for different services, and recently I collaborated with T-Mobile, and I'm finding out that their T-Mobile 5G network is expanding in the high desert. They've been keeping it kind of quiet, deploying the equipment in the high desert, but might be an advantage to you folks in Spring Valley Lake because there's some equipment close enough to service parts at Spring Valley Lake. So why T-Mobile? Why do this? Well, frankly, very simple: cheaper and faster internet. Probably faster internet. Also very easy to install. The theoretical top speed for 5G through T-Mobile network is 10 gigabits. That's 10 gigabits. Okay. Spectrum can do about 3 gigabits uncorked. So in theory, it's faster than Spectrum or Fios. In theory, realistically, speeds can be either down to 0 or up to 10 gigabits. So it depends where you're at. T-Mobile is guaranteed at least 20 megabits up and down. So that is, let's say, better than DSL. Probably not as good as Spectrum's download speed of up to 3 gigabits or 300, or the typical is 300 megabits, but better than upload speed at the 20 megabits because T-Mobile is actually about 10 megabits faster. And I don't know why Spectrum throttles the upload speed. And beauty of this, it's only like $50 a month. So it's about a quarter or less than a quarter, about maybe even a fifth of about a quarter of what I'm paying for Spectrum. I think we all know we're paying something north of $200, $230 a month or whatever. More than that, maybe if you got some special channel deals on that. So, so that in itself is something to look at, just the price and cost. So long story short, you might finally have an alternative for ISP services that's cheaper and faster than Spectrum or Fios, whatever frontier out there. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know out there. So how to find out about this? First of all, I want to make sure I give credit to the manager who helped me out. The guy named is Paul Rios. He's a store manager at the Apple iStore here in downtown Apple Valley. And in fact, I'll tell you what. Here is his card. Paul Rios. His phone number is. Let me write it to you here. 760-247-4055. That's 760-247-4055. You give him a call. Tell him I sent you. He's gonna do an address check on you to see if it's available. Okay. And let me tell you something else. Let me go a step further. I tested several areas in Spring Valley Lake on availability. It's spotty. Okay. I think the southern part has a lot of the southern addresses, southern part of Spring Valley Lake proper is able to get the service. For the north, towards Narrows, stuff like that, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. However, T-Mobile is expanding here. Let me touch that too. If you're in a questioning area, and actually the questioning has a little bit different situation because they actually can get Fios in Spectrum, so you do have some options. Unfortunately, both options are pretty bad too. They're kind of the eastern part. The addresses closer to the river seem to be able to get access. So the definitive thing is going through T-Mobile. If you talk to Paul Rios at 760-247-4055 and drop my name, he'll hook you up. Or if you want, you can go to T-Mobile's website right away too. It's at t-mobile.com/ISP. I have the link in the show notes down below here. So you'll be able to jump on there too. Now, my recommendation, you folks out there, is frankly, I'm not happy. I'm sure you're not happy with the way Spectrum treats their customers in Spring Valley, like everywhere around here, actually. And also, here's an issue with T-Mobile is, and let's just call it what it is. We tend to be kind of ignored compared to other parts of California. So this 5G service is very much available in Los Angeles area, the urban areas where they really don't need it. Okay, when we need it more. So my advice is you go check if it's available for your service, even if you don't need it. Okay, have your neighbors check, have your neighbor's neighbor check, and the more of these addresses T-Mobile gets from Spring Valley Lake, even Victor Valley and proper here, the more T-Mobile will pay attention up here. Say they have business up here. They desperately, and what they have here is really something really badly need up here too. Okay, not just for Spring Valley Lake, but all of the Victor Valley High Desert over here. So if you can do that, the more people check in, the more that they see that attention towards this area here, the more likely they'll deploy more equipment. So if that's not available now, it could be available very, very soon based on that. Okay. So now there's also another option might be available, not quite yet. Okay. But soon. And that option is going to be Starlink, which is, if you heard of, we've been listening to Elon Musk and SpaceX. They've been launching a bunch of little satellites everywhere to have their satellite-based internet. And I've been tracking some folks, some of my colleagues up in the northern Washington and Canada and some rural areas there. They went from having really bad internet to really good internet thanks to Starlink. So it looks really, really promising. The challenge is where we're at is the turn on date. I know use that term loosely, is September-ish. And this has been pushed back. But this is available, then it'd be another option that would be prudent against against Spectrum. In theory, the Starlink would be a bit slower than Spectrum, but plenty of bandwidth to service a residence or a small business. And it's also very easy to install too. So, and they're also cheaper. They're going to be about 50, 60 bucks a month, around that range there, from what I understand. So now they're claiming availability is not yet, but will probably be pretty soon. And that's probably going to be, like, say, September. Don't, hold your breath until then. But they are taking reservations, for lack of better terms. If you go to Starlink.com, I have the link in the show notes down there, so you can click on there and go right to it. Put your address in there, and they'll tell you if it's available or not. It's going to tell you it's not available if you're around here, but it put you on a waiting list to tell you when it will be available. So this is something promising from my end here, because I've got a lot of clients, a lot of friends in that area, plus a lot of clients in and around that area there, that really need this better service over there. So both these services are going to look very promising. Family, the Victor Valley is not going to be, relegated to terrible internet. We might actually have options here. So anyway, what can you, on my end, what can I do for you? Basically, like I said, I got links for both T-Mobile and Starlink in the show notes over there. If you still have issues, not, trying to understand all this stuff here, by all means, give my office a call, and we could try to help you out. We do this for free. We're doing this for free for a long time, trying to find internet access for anybody in the high desert, anybody anywhere, but especially in the high desert, Victor Valley, because it's been very much of a challenge. So phone number for us is 760-247-4814. And all we ask about this is you refer us to any business that needs more customers, because we're really good at doing internet marketing here. So anyway, like I said, any questions or concerns about this or anything technical, contact me at email at danharley@primeconcepts.net. Put subject from Dan's Digital Moment, so I know it came from you. And I get loads of emails, so I'm gonna make sure I find your question as quickly as possible, and we might use it for an upcoming show. Or call office 760-247-4814. By the way, I have on our website, I have links to some great stuff for you or your business. Low cost, no cost, freemium offers for some great internet services. Go and check that out, primeconcepts.net. Also, do me a big favor, share with your friends and colleagues, especially you folks at Spring Valley Lake. By the way, I'm getting no kickbacks for T-Mobile or Starlink on this thing. This is just a public information, FYI, to reach out to my friends out there in Spring Valley Lake. So, like I say, if you could do me a big favor, that said, pass this information along to your friends and neighbors and stuff like that over there. Okay, hopefully the benefit others out there too. So anyway, thanks for watching and listening, and hang out with me for a few minutes. Well, good luck, Godspeed to your online success, and we'll see you later.